Hello friends, Tara Chisum here with your mid-year market report. You know that we love digging into the data and sharing it with you so that you can be well-informed and confident in your real estate decisions. Now, before we jump in, I want to talk about this question that seems to be on everybody's mind, and that is, are we in a housing bubble? Well, first of all, what is a housing bubble? It's a run-up in housing prices that is driven by something outside of the norm, such as deregulated real estate financing, extreme mortgage products like those subprime loans, excess liquidity or overextended home buyers, and manipulated demand. All of these occurred in the early 2000s, which led to the financial crisis and the housing bubble. So when these outside of the norm or these external sources influence the housing prices, it can falsely inflate prices and therefore become unstable. So what do the experts say? We've checked in with some top economists across the United States, and here's what they're saying. The housing market is in line with the fundamentals, aka good supply and demand, and underwriting standards are still strong, so there's little risk of a bubble developing. Next up, we see, looking back at the bubble years, house prices exceeded house buying power. Today, however, house buying power is nearly twice as high as the median sale price. In other words, the buyers can afford what they're purchasing, unlike what was happening back in the early 2000s. And lastly, conditions today are quite different than in the early 2000s, particularly in terms of credit availability. The current climb in home prices instead reflects strong demand amid tight supply. So the values are a result of supply and demand and not these external sources. But we do know that all real estate is local. So let's take a look at the local supply and demand. So pulling this right out of our mid-year market report, you can see that supply is down across the board, so very low inventory. And demand is up across the board with the exception of Red River here. That's such a tiny market. It's hard to look at it in percentages, but give me a call and I can give you the full rundown on Red River. Now, if we look at sold volume and median price, you can see that we have significant increases here, and that is due to an increase in home values as well as an increase in the number of homes that are selling at the upper price ranges. That's where most of the inventory exists, and so those are the home buyers who are active in the market today. Now, you can find a full breakdown by price, by property type, and by community on our market report, which you can grab off of chisumgroup.com. We'll also share a link here with you. But the bottom line is, guys, is this a good time for you to buy or sell or refinance or invest or hold? I know that the data is difficult to interpret, so give me a call and we can discuss if the current market conditions are in alignment with your personal and financial goals. And I hope to see you all in person this summer. So until then, have a great day.